welcome to Market Outlook. Over to you, Mr. Hayes, for for fundamentals.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Good morning. Good evening, house.
Good evening.
So, due to the fundamentals, we'll start with the geopolitical tensions that's happening around first, because I believe that was yesterday. Yesterday, U.S. strike inside Iran, three nuclear facilities in Iran. So we should expect something to happen in the market definitely. And today also in news, Trump spoke today. Trump spoke today three, around three. So Trump spoke today. So definitely he said something. He said a few things about due to the war and all of that. Now, focus now is no more. Investors are no more focusing in this whole tariff war and all of that again, because that is already settled. The UK have already sealed up their deal. The EU have sealed up their deal. China have sealed up their deal, and those are the major powers and major players in the market. So now the focus now is this Israel and Iran war. So we need to keep our heads up and focus in it. And also this same week, we should expect something big, because Powell will be testifying. Okay, he'll be giving reasons why he's not cutting rates yet. Um, Earlier, okay, that was last week. Sorry, that was last week. He said that why he did not cut rates is because of, he said inflation is low and employment is low, which is not supposed to be like that. So if inflation is low, employment is supposed to be high. So he's now saying that later on in the future, uh, employment will be low and inflation will be high. So that's when they will now cut rates. But in between them, within the Fed officials, they're having some kind of division inside. One of their Fed official, Mr. Weller posted, I think it was a tweet or a post, something like that. He said that as early as July, yes, as early as July, they'll be cutting rates. So now Powell wants to testify this week. So that will give investors insights if they are going to cut rates this July or not. So now let's go back down to on Monday. On Monday, we have FOMC member Weller speaks again. I'll still listen to that, and I'll drop more information of what Mr. Weller says. Then by 8 a.m. we have Euro News. We have Euro News, French Flash Manufacturing PMI. And by 9:30, we have GPP News, same thing, Flash Manufacturing PMI. And by 2:45 p.m., that's USD News, same Flash Manufacturing PMI. So Monday, market is going to definitely move on Monday here. And by on Tuesday, we have card news, card CPI news. We have card CPI news by 1:30, and by 3 p.m. we have Paul. Paul will be testifying twice this week. So by 3 p.m. on Tuesday, Paul will be testifying. And I think that's the way he's going to be answering some questions, and he'll be answering a lot of things. So the market is expected to move definitely with that. And on Wednesday, again, Powell will have to testify again on Wednesday also by same 3 p.m. And by 2, we have AD CPI news. On Thursday, we have GPP news. That will be the governor of the Bank of England. He'll be speaking. Then by 1:30 p.m., we have USD news. The USD will be dropping their final GDP. They'll be dropping their final GDP and unemployment claims. That's what USD will be dropping. And on Friday, which is the last day, we just have two news, which will be the card GDP and the USD core PCE price index. So this week is expected to move very, very well. And if we take advantage of it, we will be on top of it. So back to you, sir.
Thank you so much, boss. That was a detailed fundamental analysis. Okay, so we should definitely know that we are not expecting any massive any change in direction for US dollars yet. We are not expecting any yet, so we should be expecting probably US dollars to still drop. And based on what happened, also the um, graphical tension all over the places, because of US US joining the war, there might be reactions from investors also. So let's go to technicals. I've seen quite a number of analyses. I've seen quite a number of analyses already, about four of them. So we are going to go through it now. We'll start from USD CHF and I'll tell you why I'm going for a sell on USD CHF. So let's do that. Okay. So now we have been selling USD CHF definitely. We have seen our opportunity to sell this many times. Um, Okay, so and we can see that this is still on a bearish move. It has been on a bearish move for long. I'm expecting price to come back and test that level that you are seeing. But let's go to the multi-time frame and see if there's any. Okay, so this level, by the way, we need to be very, very careful because uh, two things can happen. Either price break this level, give us a spike downward just like this. I've seen this before. You know, this is what they used to call experience. I've seen this before. Uh, People will be expecting buying momentum here, but price will definitely come back and test this level. It might not get here, it might get somewhere here before pulling up again. So that is why I'm still expecting sell, but I will make sure that my entry is much more accurate. Okay, so someone else will have seen, okay, yeah, last week, and another thing we should be careful is last week we see a bullish confirmation here, but I believe that is a deceit to think that price wants to break this and then move upward. Okay, upward. Okay, so is we've made, in a simple language, we've made what we're supposed to made in this pair because we've been able to sell down to this place. Okay, so all this sell I'm looking for is just not something I'm going to rely on, especially on this USD CHF. I just do the analysis, but nevertheless, because if this level is not broken, I'm not expecting any buy around this place. Okay, you can see if it's not broken, I'm not expecting any buy. So I'm just expecting price to come back here, test here, and then go up. Anything price can do. I'm not the one moving the market, but that's what I'm expecting. But nevertheless, it's a choice. We can try to ignore this kind of analysis because how would I put it? You have to be able to know how to differentiate between uh, good setup and, like some people used to call it, and setup that has not really worth what's it called, trading. So this one, if I see that I can make something out of it, of course I'm going to gain. If I send it where it's confirmation 100 pips is not bad, about 110 pips is not bad. Okay, so and what's making me to do that is because of the way price move up like this. This is a flag. Okay, and price broke the flag, retests the flag. Like I've said, price is nearly to our major support. These are the kind of trade that you can easily ignore. It's not compulsory you trade them. It's not compulsory you trade them. Okay, you should be able to know the one that you can bet your money with or not. Okay, then we can see this bearish channel. But if this is broken, then I'll definitely look for a buy. Another thing, the trading room, I've already explained something to the trading room members, that one of the things I do is to compare pairs. Okay, US dollar is weak. We only saw some strength last week, right? Now CHF has been strong. If you look at all CHF pair, anything CHF has been falling or ranging, so that means CHF is strong. So that's why I'm not expecting any massive move on USHF yet. Even if it's going to move, price can do something like this, come back to this ASICs before going up. Okay, come and give us maybe a national pattern or any other pattern here before going up. So that's why I'm expecting price to come to this level, give me a good entry, and then I can take it. Definitely, if I see a good bearish momentum here, I'm going to sell it. Okay, I'm not going to be afraid of it. My stop loss is not going to be huge. So why should I ignore it? And these days I don't want to ignore any trade because I saw that some of the trade I ignored last week were the one that moved in profit, and the one I was chasing up and down, they were not moving. Okay, so that is my take on USD CHF. Let me just go through some of the ones I've already analyzed before, and then and last week I want to supposed to do let me call it revision now. It's not as cool, but let me call it what language should I call it? just a review of what we've done last week. Last week I told us our major pair is supposed to be USD, GBP USD, right? Which I told us the essence I'm looking for sell. I know so many people do not believe that analysis, but I believe in it so many. Of course, I was gonna do the analysis, and so many people are looking for buy opportunity. And I told us that whenever I see something like this divergence, that prompts me to do a video on divergence on YouTube, and which I've already what I've already I uploaded that on YouTube, right? Now we can see price coming back to retest that level. There's possibility that this pair can drop down to this place before going, okay, before going up, or even wants to break it, anything I want to do. But this would have been what I left around here because I don't intend to hold it. I told us what I'm expecting it to get to before leaving. I did other analysis last week, so that should not give us any problem. So some of the things you should be able to have in your arsenal as a tools of trading is divergence. Like I've said before, I said that one of the things that is very important when it comes to trading is that you should have wide knowledge of analysis. I do not have a strategy in quotes. When people say strategy, I used to laugh when I say strategy because what I do is I analyze the market and see if there's opportunity, I go in. If there's no opportunity, I stay out of it. Okay, so I'm not trading this week. I'm only going to go for you can see some of the things I have also shown us this in trading room. I will say it here now. That when you look at this place, you can see that GBP USD was ended in minus, and then this one ended in plus. It shows us that what is it called? Euro is strong. That's what it means totally. So that will make me to be able to know the one I want to it's just a trick, by the way. I want to focus on, if I have the same bias on GBP USD or Euro USD, I want to know the one I want to focus more on. And for next week I'll be focusing more on Euro USD because Euro is much more stronger. And I've been able to see a good opportunity on Euro. This was the first entry. I didn't enter there. I decided not to share analysis. But now that I saw that okay, it's much more good, then this is based on another trade, by the way, and I'm expecting the last wave 5 to complete, and I believe it's going to move massively. Either we have price getting here or we see have it moving up more. Okay, but the major thing is that when we see any push down, if you can see price coming down here more, I love to have a very small stop loss. Okay, if I enter if I enter immediately something like this, I still have good set stop loss. At least my stop loss will be here. Okay, maybe in case of spike or all of that, that means I have 35 pips stop loss. Okay, and then if I still allow price to come down here again, I can still even reduce my stop loss to about 20 pips stop loss. Okay, those are the tricks I use to be able to have small stop loss cease. And I believe that if price break this level, price is not buying again. Like I've said it from the beginning of this class, that when I do analysis and price is not breaks my stop loss, automatically it's not going again. So that's the level at which I want to put my stop loss. I put a lot. When I send this analysis first, it was up, price pull back and close bearish like this for 4 hours, but I'm expecting to still pull down, maybe just a little spike and then pick up the other and then go up. So but any pair that is going to be under Euro, I think we should not joke with it. Any Euro pair should move for next week. Okay, so I believe that is a clear analysis also. And if you look at structure also, and if you look at the pattern that we have there, the pattern is telling us about a bearish what's it called, pattern. Now, like I said earlier, instead of me to go and trade USD Euro GBP USD now, I will not prefer, if I want to trade GBP pair, I will not prefer to trade GBP CHF. Okay, I did not. It was one of trading room members that sent analysis, and I was not able to look at it. The person is still expecting a broker from here, but I saw that our entry could have been much more earlier. As soon as I saw this, I would have entered here straight away, and by now I'll be in profit, and my stop loss would have been much more reduced to this level around there. If it breaks this level, 40 pips is not going. But now I don't like having this kind of entry. Okay, because this is a low 75 pips. I don't like this kind of entry because it's already in the middle of this one. If I go to 15 minute time frame, those people are 15 minute time frame, you now discover that this level is not a support. Okay, it's not a resistance rather, it's now a support. Okay, let me show you what I'm trying to talk about here. Let me show you what I'm going to talk about. So all of these things, what is happening in the lower time frame, you can even see it. Okay, let's go to 15 minutes or 1 hour. You will see what I'm talking about. You can see that this level now is now what is resistance broken down to support. Okay, so there's possibility that price can still go up a little here. Price can still go up a little here, back to this place before coming down, or if it breaks totally. So I've missed that entry. This is the kind of place I love to enter, my own entry. I've missed that kind of entry. What will I do? I have a techniques towards that. What I do, this is where you now begin to need strategies, okay, when you have already gotten your analysis and all of that. Okay, so what will I do? Totally, we believe that this pair is going to fall. I have 2 things I can do to reduce my stop loss here. I'll do something like this. Okay, I'm just gonna show you. I'll try to just see a smaller move here. Price want to show me that yes, it's already broken. So if price something like this, which I still don't really like to do that, price something like this, I will not enter. If I enter here, let me show you. If I enter here, my stop loss automatically will not be above here again. I have said it before that whenever you have entry, know that setup that you are doing, and then know the appropriate stop loss and appropriate take profit you are using for that. Now if I'm entering here now, my stop loss will not be here again. That's the mistake that we were told before, until I also discovered some of those things. Where will my stop loss be now? Let me show you where my stop loss will be now. Okay, my stop loss will not be somewhere around here. If it hit my stop loss here, that means this entry is not valid again. I'll wait for that entry which I want to enter initially, but which if price break this level is not going my way again. Okay, so it's a matter of 2 things. Now that I assume I'm now extending my stop loss here, eventually it can get here and still kick me out. Okay, so but if I do this, I'm trying to show you how to also manage your risk based on setup, not just based on your stop loss and all of those things again. That's the thing that very matters here. So if I do this now, of course I will now have about 1 to 10 is to issue reward. You can see that trick. This works most of the time. Okay, so this is what I will be doing now. If price break this level, remember as I said, I'm not saying that when price resume and all this, I must see a bearish move and then price coming back to this place to pick that order before going. Okay, that means on a lower time frame, structure has changed. Quite a number of things have changed. You will have seen break of structure and so many things that the ICT guys use. Automatically, this same level I'm just showing for entry now is what the ICT guys are going to have as their entry too. So, but if you now enter here and then you put a stop loss here, okay, of course you are just risking too high, because if price come to this place, if price break this level, I put my stop loss, definitely it's going to get here. I don't know, maybe I get what I'm trying to say. If price break this level, definitely it's going to get here. It means that it doesn't want to expect this level and then get here. So instead of me waiting for price to get here before I get out of it, I'm out of it already, and then when price gets here, I cannot look if there's possibility of me getting in again. So those are the things I do for. But remember, I look at momentum, that's candlestick momentum and all of that. So those are the things I will be doing on this. Okay, so it was when I think it was that sent this analysis, that sent that analysis, and I saw that. Okay, and I saw this analysis, but I believe this is going to fall massively. It's giving us every reason to sell, and it's going to be at least about 400 pips. So I'm going to, and if price go this place, you just see this pair is known for dropping a lot. So you just see me letting it drop more and then take advantage of it. Okay, so that's the second analysis. Is that the second or the third? I've not seen an opportunity on JPY pairs for this week yet. I've not seen any opportunity on JPY pairs yet. Which other one? Okay, the one I showed earlier, Euro NZD. NZD has been weak, and I said Euro has been strong. Remember all those things. Try to cross all the dots together, okay, and then you'll be able to know what price is doing. This will have been our best entry. Like I've said, we've missed that entry. This will have been our best entry. Okay, it's also a wave 5. Okay, but nevertheless, I'm still expecting price to come back to this place where the ICT guys will call that block or so. So I want price to come to that place. If price, but that might not be really good for me. It might be the breakout of this place that is good for me. So, and I'm expecting maybe a truncated 50 here. Those are the things I'm expecting here. Those people that told us Elliott wave, you understand what I'm saying, much more better. So I think these are the 3 or 4 analysis I've seen. Let me try to scan. I'm not saying analysis on gold yet. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think I've talked about this one already now. Yeah. So this one is still going up. I left finally last week after this move. Finally last week, I held this for about 3 weeks. Okay, so these are the things I remember when I send this analysis now. Don't be afraid. Know what you are doing and you are good to go. Okay, know what you are doing and you are good to go. That's the key thing that are important here. Okay, so I just want to scan through and see if there's analysis. This one I saw it but I ignored it and it was so painful. Please hold this, please. Sorry. Okay, so I believe we are still together. I just want to scan through my this one too. I ignored it. Because of the way messy analysis was. Stop. How messy what was it called? Most of the trade were last week. So that was what made me to. This boy is disturbing me. So let's see other ones. I think this one too. I was looking for a sell opportunity, but I knew that it's not a strong sell, so I ignored it. Stop, Leroy. Okay, sorry, please. Let's continue. USD card. I'm not seeing opportunity on USD card yet. DBPN ZND. I'm expecting to fall here, but it's not something I can really guarantee. That's why I will not. There's something if it goes good. This also I'm seeing divergence on this, and I said you this week. So, but I'm not going to bank on this. I'm going to trade this. Definitely, it's a good trade. I'm not going to trade this. Let's look at this. This one is already late. There's no anything. I'm not saying anything on any JPY yet. That's why I said I'm not trading any. I think USDPY. Let me look at USDPY. So this was the one I hit as stop loss, and I still believe that price can still come here and still follow. JPY na something else. So but let's see what price is going to do. Okay, so these are the ones that I've seen. Any question, any addition, anyone that you want me to made mistake with and you just want to correct based on your observation, let me know. The floor is open to every one of us.